Okay, in this video we're going to clear up some confusion about black and white colors versus foreground, background colors, or show, hide. You hear a lot of different terms, and if you're like me, you have probably asked yourself, why is it that when we're talking about brushes, people talk about these as colors like black and white, and when they're talking about layer masks, they call it hide and show. There's all these different words for it. But what does it all mean, and why is it different? In this video, I'm going to explain that. So first, let's talk about when we're in a regular layer. There's no layer mask over here, we're just on a regular image layer. And we go to our brush, B key for brush, and we have a brush. Now we're currently set on black, which is a color. So if I paint, I'm going to paint in black, it's going to paint right over my image, right? Let's Control Z to get rid of that. If I change this to a color, like bright green, click OK, it's now bright green. It's actually a color. When I paint, it's going to paint over my image. Okay, Control or Command Z again to get rid of that. If I switch colors using the X key, I'm now on white. And if I paint, it's going to do white. Okay, Control Z to get rid of that. So that's what the brush does. However, when we create a layer mask for this layer, everything about these tools changes. Okay, so let's do that. We're selected on our layer. We're going to click on a layer mask, and now we have a layer mask. Now the first thing you'll notice is that these changed to black and white. They're no longer the colors that we had selected. Now keep an eye on them as I click onto the image. They now go back to the colors that we had selected. Because when we're selected on the image, these are colors of a paintbrush that we can paint with. When we're selected on the layer mask, these are no longer colors. These are show or hide. In other words, if you paint with black, you're going to hide parts of your image. If you paint with white, by switching the colors, so that's the one I'm using, then you're going to re-show the image. Okay? To sum up what I'm saying, if you're clicked into a layer mask, don't think of these as colors that you're using with your brush. Think of them as show if you're using white, in other words, show the image, or hide the image. If you're on black, it's hide. And if I brush over this, then I'm actually hiding the soccer ball pixels. And if I'm on white, then I'm showing the pixels. And that's how it will always work when you're in a layer mask. But if I click onto my image, then I'm actually using color, and whatever color I'm selected on, I am then brushing paint onto my image. Okay, so paint, show, hide. Okay, and in the next lectures we'll be actually using layer masks so you can see how they really work.